I did a video about LSU and Iowa, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese situation. YouTube approved it. It was getting paid. I personally took it down because I had more things I wanted to say, and I want this to live on YouTube forever. First of all, to all groups of people around the world, all walks of life, I got nothing but love for you guys. But I cannot not tell the truth just to acquiesce to certain people and cater to a certain sector in the universe, such as your Stephen A. Smiths, such as your Jason Whitlocks, and such as your Ako, whatever he calls himself. You know, the woodchuck dude who dances for Fox Sports, that is. Let's tell the truth, man. Caitlin Clark, hell of a basketball player. Angel Reese, hell of a basketball player. But this whole attention on Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese is nothing but race situation. You got groups of people, certain sectors of people who has never watched women basketball, but they hate us so much to the core. Caitlin Clark and the Iowa basketball team was their mascot. Now, when Caitlin Clark, and look, I don't know how to pronounce her name the right way because of my teeth right here. Not going to get into that. So there's a certain segment also likes to go in my comment sections and cry, you can't get her name right, because she's their god. Their viscera of hate for us is so much, it goes out the way. I didn't even start this video yet, so let's run it down. Now, we got to call a lot of people out respectfully and humbly. Majority of the people are going to listen to me talk, and these majority of people from these certain sectors, they're going to call me using a race card. They're going to say we're professional victims and all that. First of all, I'm a conservative black male. If you know who I voted for, you know there's nothing professional victim about me. I haven't been a professional victim even when I served this country in the military and went to Iraq. Not going to get into that, at least not right now. This country has always been like that. The hypocrisy of democracy is never changed anywhere. We have more cowards in this world than I thought I was going to be ready for. Majority of these people like Doug Gottlieb and all these other people from the Jason Whitlocks, but majority of the Mayo Nation, I'm saying that respectfully, you don't like Angel Reese because she's a melanated sister. You don't like her for her skin tone and complexion. It has nothing to do with these weird excuses you make to hate her. You've been wishing on that woman's downfall because of what she represents and what she shows. You claim you didn't like it because she did the you can't see me or whatever. Angel Reese never really displayed that type of character on the court until she seen people picking Caitlin Clark last year to beat them. Not just that, she's seen the disingenuous takes by you guys. So Caitlin Clark been doing this for a long time. In fact, I went to watch Caitlin Clark high school games. She's been doing the same thing. Maybe not this. She's very flamboyant. She shows off and she is not shy at all. She's done this even in college. I've watched her during her sophomore year. She shows boats. And I have nothing against that. I love it. The same people who say they want the women game to be more exceptional, they need to be more like the men. No, you don't want that. Because when a young, beautiful black sister does that, it messes up your whole echo chamber of system or whatever you have. Billy Bob comes out the room, Mally Sue and Sully May, and you know, they come from doing the things with the cousins. We're not going to get into that. And now they're on internet sites. They're in the comment section, the same comment section that was built for different groups of people who don't like us. The comment section was built for them to reserve their comments there because in real life, these people only know how to talk behind your back and talk down on you. This has always been about race in America, around the world, no matter where you go. Like those two brothers in Spain just getting beat on for no reason, and you'll still see these same group of people making excuses for that. Let's not deter away from the point of this video. The Louisiana mayor just got out and did a whole statement. He's going to make a mandated law for student athletes to stand up for the anthem. Remind me, when did Angel Reese and them protest the anthem? You see what I'm saying? How dangerous the media is? They hate our guts so bad. All over the world, you seen just news articles about these women tasteless. You seen Shannon Sharp. I mean, y'all love Club Shay Shay. I never liked that dude. I see past all the facade, the moniker words he has to say to get black folks dancing like they're at a Chitlin Circuit church. Don't let that go over your head. Chitlin Circuit Church. They all lost their mind to join the Mayo Nation and said they didn't even represent the flag. First of all, I'm not going to get into that flag part, but we know when Scott Key, whatever his name is, we know what the real anthem and the whole length of the anthem, what it states about people who look like me and Angel Reese. But we don't want to have that real conversation. But let's keep going forward. They did not protest the flag. These young ladies have been doing a routine for the last 12 seasons, even people prior to them who's played on LSU team, which is they don't come out for nothing for at least a little long while. And the stadiums always choose to play the anthem 12 minutes before they're even out on the court. For the LSU governor to pretend and placate to an audience who already hate these women. They stick to code, ladies and gentlemen. This is the LSU governor, not really the LSU, but the whole state of Louisiana's governor coming out to try to insinuate these ladies are not patriotic. Remember, when you hear the word American get thrown out, they don't compare it to you and I. American word is thrown out for them. It's for people who look like them. That's it. Oh, you don't believe me? Doug Gottlieb did a whole segment on Fox Sports and said, the racist article that they wrote about Reese and her teammates, Big Fo, Flage, and all of them, he said it wasn't racist at all. He said it's not racist because America hates LSU. What segment is he talking about? Last time I checked, majority of melanated folks like the LSU beautiful ladies. See, they don't take us into account when they say America. They're talking about them, ladies and gentlemen. They don't like anything that you can gain from them. They hate your guts so bad, you can't even gain confidence. Confidence is a weapon against them. Like, damn, their foot is already on your neck. Dudes like me don't cry about it because we pick ourselves up and we navigate around because I know what the world is. But the problem is many of my people or people who look like me, they have these open dialogues and conversation with groups of people who could care less. And I'm not mad at them for that. Connecticut basketball coach, Coach Gino, all last week he said Angel Reese and them and even his own Paige Buckner is a better basketball player than Caitlin Clark. He said he didn't recruit her. In fact, Caitlin Clark said this week she has a grudge somewhat because she wanted to always play for Coach Gino. He didn't want her. Now Coach Gino went from throwing her under the bus and bigging up his player to now yesterday making a statement about Caitlin Clark is the greatest woman ever. And I take it back. My player, Paige Buckner, is not the greatest player in women's basketball. It's Caitlin Clark. And congratulations on her victory against Angel Reese, which is nothing wrong. But then he goes deeper. I was excited when she won. I wanted her to win. You coach a totally different team. Why are you rooting for Iowa while your team is still in the tournament? Ladies and gentlemen, it's always going to be the cold thing. I love everybody. It's always going to be the cold thing. I've seen this even when I was in the military, when it came time for promotions or whatever. I've heard open conversations of my chain of command, bro. They didn't even hide it, bro. I used to be in a unit where it's only like 4 black brothers and everybody else, you do the math. I'm not trying to get into that, and I'm not a professional victim. Why people don't like truth. In fact, those men in the military I respected more because they didn't hide the hate that they had. They didn't hide and disguise who they really are. Like most people who come for you from the Mayo Nation, they like coming smiling or like an R&B singer, smooth with the words. Meanwhile, they're disgusted by you. They can't stand the thought at seeing Angel Reese. That's all you see in the comments. I don't like her. I don't like her. You didn't like her for the last 2 years now. Who holds a grudge against an individual you don't even know? What did she do to you? The hater. But we know the answer already. That was a rhetorical question because I know it's gonna be a corny cornball in the comment section. I don't need you to answer that. Everything you guys do is built on race. Now, these people who claim the race card we're using or we're professional victims, they're the most evilest people in the world. The truth is, every time you see them bring up, oh, they're using a race card again, that's their insecurity based on their inferiority, that they see your presence, your smile, your face, it gets them upset. So they have to combat it and rebuttal it with that you're the one is truly the racist one. You're racist and not good because you call out the truth and what's all in your face. You're not even angry about it. It's like the sky is blue. So you're going to say the sky is blue, and here comes the naysayers angry at the sky being blue. You're just really upset because that mirror got reflected on you and you want to hide it. You're not mad that you're being called a racist. You don't want to be accused of something that could possibly and potentially get you fired or make you look in a different light because you work with people who look like me. You don't really care about us, but it's to the point where you don't want it to get out there. Thus, the point you guys used to wear hoods to cover your face. True cowards indeed. I'm seeing Aiko going off on Angel Reese. Well, you're playing victim now, but you shouldn't have been acting like the big bad wolf. I'm like, what? Her doing the typical just being excited and confident is her being the big bad wolf. Aiko, Marcellus Wiley already exposed you. You're the worst kind of black brother. And I'm going to let you know a secret, Aiko. The Mayo Nation people don't really like you people who tap dance. They deal with you guys to combat against us. That's it. Behind the scenes, you're the best satire entertainment that a court jester money could buy, bro. I'm just letting you know the truth. You were a failed football player. You didn't pan out in the NFL. What could have you done next? So Jason Whitlock gave you a chance. Not just Jason Whitlock, but I guess it was Marcellus Wiley as well. And you backstabbed Marcellus Wiley so daddy could see you smiling and showing teeth every day. I mean, what else can I expect from you? Which one it is? 1 minute you're a Kuta. Oh, I don't want to say that word. But 1 minute you're part of this activism. The next minute you're doing anything that the dollars can make you dance. No Diddy. I'm looking at Angel Reese and I'm going over the files. Like, what did she do to get these people so mad? I mean, I know the answer already, but I wanted to have proof, substantial evidence that, yeah, they got a reason to dislike her. But they dislike all of you guys. Every single one. The embarrassing part about it, majority of these people aren't even basketball fans. They're race fans. You'll see black folks. I seen a corny black person went in my comment section today. He was a coach. He was like, that's the video that I took down. He was like, man, everything always about race, everything. I already dismissed him because I already can tell what type of cornball brother this is. No way I attacked anybody in my video or nothing, but he was more angry than them because when you're this type of brother and you're around the Mayo Nation, you want them to feel comfortable with you. So you try to be less aggressive as the Negro as you could be, meaning that show a lot of teeth, laugh at all the corny jokes, be so uncomfortable to make them comfortable. And it's just embarrassing, man. See, the group of Mayo Nation people I hang with, I don't have to do all that to get their respect. You feel me? I don't have to demand it. I exude that every day when I speak, every day how I walk, how I talk, how I stand up and I look in the sky and I bless the Most High. You're uncomfortable with yourself from the likes of Shannon Sharp and all of you court jesters on TV. See, these other melanated people are so hurt and they're ready for someone just to lead the way. So they champion people like Club Shay Shay and all that. They love it because all you got to do to get sympathy and love and praise from our people, all you got to do is just say some court jester-ish from the Chitlin circuit, and we love it. The Louisiana governor just mandated that all athletes stand up when he's really referring to the women in his own state. Can you believe that? The women in your own state that you should be rooting for didn't violate any crimes, didn't do anything. In fact, they didn't even protest the anthem. The media tried to... They can't just let Angel and them lose. Angel and them lost like 2, 3 days ago. All you see in the media is new reports about them this, new reports about them that. I'm waiting for the mugshots left. America is going to destroy these women, and they're not going to let up. This is going to last forever. And meanwhile, these group of people who pretend they root for Caitlin Clark, they won't even be watching her WNBA games. Mark my word. Like, this is facts. When I seen Jill Biden said, oh, Iowa played their hearts out, damn near shed a tear for Iowa. We need to invite them to the White House. She really was going to invite them. But seen the backlash, and I guess for her husband, who's clearly not there, Joe Biden ain't been here up in the noggin since the 70s probably, because that guy think he's in Mars right now, if that does even exist. We're not going to get into that part. Just looking at the show, looking at the circus, many people with the big red nose and the big red hair at that circus right now. And some of them, yeah, that part is very embarrassing. I just wish some of you brothers who dance and court just all day, I wish you stick the code the way they do. Man, they stick the code like nothing else. Don't you see the governor? I just showed you proof it's a code thing, because he went against his own women just to acquiesce to the real people he needed to, his constituents. Not you who voted for him, the real constituent, the Mayo Nation. Just like Coach Gino of Connecticut, all last week he blasted Iowa. All of a sudden, they're his family. Caitlin Clark is his daughter now. Sticking the code, Mayo Nation. Many people aren't going to like this video. Many people will, but that's the life we live. I refuse to go to that casket raising my kids and not ever having a backbone. See, I'm raising strong boys, and I'm raising a beautiful little daughter. She could potentially be the next Angel Reese. She's an athlete, and she believes in herself. And in this country or any other country, the melanated brother and sister is not allowed to believe in themselves. They got so many words they propped up just for us, while there's none for them. Professional victim, race card, whining, crying again, the big bad wolf, this X, Y, and Z. It keeps going, bro. Because we've become something to keep their foot on over and over. You stick your neck out an inch and see what happens. Not only that, they'll throw court jesters like Shannon Sharp and Aiko and also Jason Whitlock, the likes of these people, at you over and over. At least I can respect Doug Gottlieb. He doesn't hide his hatred for us. Oh, that brother will find anything to throw it at us to a T at the expense of him just making more money, because there's nothing that's costing him. You people see someone on TV being racist and you think it's over for them. Meanwhile, you just opened a gateway door for them and to navigate more income towards their way. Oh, when they do something to us, the GoFundMe, they make millions, millions. They stick to code. Angel Reese and the girls, they didn't do anything wrong. I don't hear the same thing being said about Caitlin Clark. She started doing this showing off thing way before anybody in LSU. But you'll keep listening to the excuses. Angel Reese is the woman you're supposed to keep hating. These are grown male males and women, but mostly males. You know, their inferiority down in their pants, so it makes them uncomfortable with brothers like me and you, which is weird because that's the first thing they chop off, and I don't want to get into that part. But it's very factual. Angel Reese doesn't put fear or anything else. It just, they get to exude their bulliness like they've been for years now. The truth is, melanated people, you have to just stand up for yourself. It sounds cliche, but you have never done it yet. It gets redundant and over. You can reiterate it to our people, but no, as long as you got a Club Shay Shay, a Stephen A. Smith, we're comfortable. We're watching people get thrown on the ground in front of the world. If these Mayo people claim they're good-hearted people, when that young lady said she's a human being and has feelings too, everybody should have just leave her alone. Nope. Pounce at her more and more. They're not going to stop because she represents the excellence in blackness. It's not going to stop for her. Don't be surprised in the next 1 year, not even 2 years, in the next year, you're going to see big scandals going around the LSU women. They're trying to go at her coach already. They're trying to go at the assistant coach already. The governor of Louisiana is going at the squad already. They didn't even go against the anthem. We've seen NFL players, NBA players are not even out the locker room when the anthem is being played. I've been at some of these games. All of them are not even there yet. But the women are being labeled as unpatriotic and they're protesting when it's not the case at all. They can't win if they try. They can't win if they try. Y'all don't hear me. What's going on with LSU women has been going on since the beginning. Since the beginning. Since Jacob and Esau. We can go biblical scripture on this. You can't get me out my body like you get my other brothers and sisters, Mayo Nation. I know you. From the whips to the chains, I know you. And I'm not upset or mad at anybody. I'm very well comfortable because the only way you can wake up a sleeping giant is continue to poke it. So go ahead and poke away. Once my folks realize all the tap dancing doesn't work, all the crying doesn't work like what Angel did. I do agree with the evil races, what they say as far as all that crying doesn't help you at all. You're just enabling and activating them to hurt you more. See, once my people finally realize nothing you can do can gain their respect, nothing you can do to make them stop and not going with what's inside their blood already. This is blood. This is nature. I'm not a professional victim. I welcome your hatred towards me. I know what you're going to write in the comment sections. You're not used to seeing this. I say it without having any masters behind me, without having a chain command watching me or firing me or getting rid of me on a platform or whatever. I'm going to stand as I am. Proud man. And we don't respect bullies. You and your people have been bullied and plagues on this earth for centuries, if not forever. Not longer than us, because my bones alone could be, the DNA of it could be carbon dated so long that your tools can't even precisely get an actual fact. You think I really listen to your science teachers who think they know the actual year of Earth? That's the problem with majority of you Mayo Nation people. You have to know everything, even when it's physically impossible. But you're the type to be like, you do know it already. Numbers are supposed to be infinity, but you'll say it stops at 1. Make that make sense. I know what I'm saying is going over some of y'all head, or it went over your head to the point you think I'm a nincompoop and I want it that way. Those who will decipher this and pick it up, mission accomplished. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of all my videos, I tell you one thing. Love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed. Stay melanated so you can be, yeah, that part. I didn't even say the rhyme.